he? That's so unnerving. Everyone feels so broken. This is their first mission. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben, and today I'll be reacting to Attack on Titan Season 1, Episode 22, and we are getting so close to the final now. I'm so excited. Like, it's clear to see what the big thing that's being built up to is the reveal of who on earth this Titan is, and hopefully some more info on, I guess, the larger conflict. Like, I'd be happy at this point just for confirmation of who this is. I'm pretty certain it's Annie right now. I can't think of any other character that we've been introduced to that sort of fits the bill. Athletic, kind of got a mean streak, physical appearance, blonde, blue eyes. The only other person that fits that is Krista, but of course she's actually there, so she's got an alibi. But I'd be happy, honestly, at this point, if the season ends with just the reveal of who this is, because it just gives us a good insight into what's actually happening, and the fact that it's a cadet that's doing this stuff, if that is the case. Of course, for this episode, Eren has been eaten again, and I'm kind of just excited to see Levi and Mikasa team up. I feel like that's going to be really cool. Because, of course, the Levi squad, they're all dead, which still stings. But now that does mean an opportunity for the cadets, because Levi obviously needs to find a new squad. So hopefully maybe Mikasa can join that. I don't know, I just feel like Levi and Mikasa are very similar in just their personality, I guess. They're so serious and so focused. Their ability is incredible. And I feel like Mikasa could learn a lot from Levi. It feels like they would be a good duo. And now that hopefully this episode, they just get to team up and just help save Eren. Plus, I also think it'll expose Mikasa to more of the cadet stuff, because that's what's needed. Right now, Eren was the sole focus of the cadets inside the scouts. None of the other cadets really had a relationship with any of the higher scout people. Now that can start being built through Mikasa. And hopefully there can be some sort of mentoring going on where Levi, since he's the last main scout that we've got, apart from Irvin, can teach her and just help develop her out of just being solely focused on saving Eren and just give her some more development there, because that's what I'm hoping for here. She's regressed since Tross. She started becoming an individual of her own, thinking Eren had died, but then she regressed. She went back. As soon as she realized Eren was alive, it went back to solely caring about his safety. Now there's an opportunity where the similar thing is happening, but now someone else is around and involved, someone higher up that could help her develop further past that point. But I'm so interested to just see where the female Titan is taking Eren, because it's clearly taking him somewhere. There was no chewing, and even if she did, Eren regenerates, so he's going to be completely fine. They made such a good detail in the fact that she spat out Eld. She did not eat anyone but Eren. Her stomach is empty, meaning it's only to transport that one person. We know that they don't digest anyone. It's specifically for transportation. So I'm almost wondering to myself, is she going to take him to the Colossal and the Armored One? What are they going to do? How big is, I guess, what this is building to gonna be? But yeah, as always, if you do enjoy this video, please remember to like and subscribe, as it really does help the channel to grow. And if you do enjoy my content and you want to help support the channel, I do have a Patreon, the link will be in the description. Over there I'm uploading these videos and the full reaction a week in advance. If that's something you're interested in, feel free to check it out. But with that said, let's just dive on in.
Eren was defeated and taken by the female Titan.
There's quite a few lessons that can be learned from this. Either, because like one lesson's going to choose not to trust humanity because he's just better in his Titan form. He won't trust his squad members because he can do more than them. And also it kind of shows that his rage can't solve everything. That he does need discipline and training, at least in some regard, to be able to match her.
It looked like she may have bitten the entire nape off. It's unlikely Eren survived.
He's in there. It's fine. He regenerates. There really is no doubt he lives.
If she wanted Eren dead, she could have simply crushed him.
Exactly.
But she also needs her hands to fight. So she's been holding him on her tongue.
Holding on. He didn't swallow?
In which case, it's likely he's already been swallowed. If so, he's dead.
I don't think he'd die inside the stomach. I'm sure it'd be just transportation.
Someone's optimistic.
Ah, a little bit of bonding, cool.
Job and protected him like you were supposed to, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Oh, you're actually taken aback by that. What are you going to do to Mikasa?
Childhood friend, right? Suddenly it's all making sense.
I just like seeing them talk. It's just fun.
We forget about taking her down.
No way. She's killed too many of our people for that.
How is Levi going to work with Mikasa? She's very emotional at the minute.
We'll act on your assumption that Eren is alive and focus only on freeing him before she exits the forest.
Excellent. Work with that, please, Mikasa.
I'll handle all the cutting. You find a way to distract her.
Good, because she won't kill the cadet. She'll try and kill Levi, but she will not kill Mikasa. She is hesitant towards it. Looks nervous. There's the expression on her face. I just really hope she doesn't notice Levi. That would be bad. Where's she looking? Mikasa's down towards her. I do not know my left and right. She's looking down to where on Mikasa's side, but looking up. She's not looking down. It's almost as if she's looking the wrong direction where Levi is, in the opposite way. Oh, it's because she knows he's... That's so cool! You just ripped through her arm. Did you get an eye again? It regenerates very fast. You lost your sword again. And you just How fast is he? Okay. He just... Do you need Mikasa to be a distraction? I feel like he's got this.
Can't even react. Her skin can't harden in time.
He's so fast she can't harden her skin. He's insane. Okay, that's all done. You're gonna go for the knee.
It's wide open.
Mikasa, focus. Please, Mikasa, focus. Don't. She can...
Not my chance.
No, she can harden it. Regenerate, she can regenerate. Don't, Mikasa! Oh, you twisted your ankle. No, you had this. He's in there, covered in weird goo. Yep. You saved him. Okay, amazing. She's limp. She ain't. But that means you still got to deal with her. If you escape, she'll still come after you. She'll regenerate.
It's all right. Disgusting, but all right.
He twisted his ankle. He twisted his ankle, though. That's bad. I mean, sure, he can still travel because it's grappling and stuff, but still. Wow, he's still going.
I'll get that you love him, but try not to act crazy.
Okay, so they really are going... Is it love? I always thought it was like a sibling type. Does she even know? Because I imagine it's... I think where my mind is at. It's almost, for Mikasa, it's blurring the lines. It's sibling. She's crying. Why is she crying? That's so unnerving. I don't know what to do with that information. Okay, but yeah, Mikasa, I feel like her relationship with Eren kind of blurs the line. Sibling between romantic. Everyone else sees it as she thinks as romantic, but of course, Mikasa's relationship with Eren is kind of deeper than that. But I think she's also conflicting with the idea of it being romantic. Did the female titan just leave you alone and just let you leave? She didn't get back up. She got eaten to pieces by other titans and then still came after you. So she just stopped?
It sounds like Eld will be home sooner than we thought.
Oh, no. No, he won't.
Is that so?
He looks sad. Oh, we're going to learn more about the scouts now.
I suppose in any event we can set a place for him at the table.
We're going to learn more about the scouts and their family and their just home situation.
They say Gunther's coming back.
Gunther, yeah. Come on, we're going to go through everyone.
Do they?
It feels like everyone's questioning if they're returning. Oh, this is so sad. They're going to keep... Oh, okay. This is a better way to, I think, drag on the emotional aspects of their death because it felt like it was purposeful for Eren's motivation. It didn't feel as sad as Marco's death. I think seeing their family's reaction, that's really going to make it hit harder. Oh, the bite mark is one of them. So the female titan really has just left you alone. And there's no other titans coming for you. Oh, Levi. I want to see him mourn. He's paused it because of the mission, but now can he? Like, this is his elite squad. And he's coping well, but I think he's just suppressing it all because he can't, because I guess there's other people around. He can't really emote yet.
All I can think about is how it'll end.
Oh.
Which one of us is next?
Try not to obsess over it.
They're such a good duo.
Anything that train of thought's good for is breaking your nerve. Believe me.
They're such a good duo. Armin's been through this. He can help Jean.
So how much longer till our number's up, you think?
I don't know, but we've made it this far.
I just like all the little duos are conflicting. Connie's more
We're
depressing.
alive.
Sasha,
Be glad for it.
she's actually happy. Okay, good, because she's been through quite a bit of traumatic stuff. I'm glad that it isn't affecting her the same way, that she is seeing a more optimistic side of it. She's been through a lot, yet she's still come out of it alive. That's good. And she's had so many near-death encounters.
Never see home again. Why should we?
Oh, Connie.
We estimate about 5 to be unrecoverable. Sadly, the Titans didn't leave much behind.
The female one did.
I think it would be best for the families if we didn't bring back what little there is.
Well, there's a good point. Maybe? I don't know. I think they'd still like something.
Our spotters report several Titans have emerged from the forest. Fortunately, none yet seem to be headed in our direction.
Okay, so you are safe, but there's threats around. Good to know. What about the female titan? She just left you alone. She was crying.
Go back, and we could wind up dead ourselves.
So if they attack, we'll fight. It's what we do, right?
I like the passion.
His parents are like family to me. I can't face them again if we leave him.
Sentimental garbage.
I want to know what Irvin's opinion on this is.
Whether we have his body or not makes no difference now.
It's logical. It's cold logic.
Let it go.
I get what they're doing. They can't risk any more lives.
You heartless bastards!
Yeah, it's the emotional side of it. It's not gonna go down well.
Be MIA, I suggest you shut your mouth.
I'm just ending with death. I mean, I get it with I'm gonna get tongue-tied. I get it with Eren's position because he has to let his humanity die a little bit to do all of this. That was a big thing in the previous episodes. So it makes sense why he's doing this. But I think for me, it just feels so bad. Like, we're seeing the family side of it now, and it just hurts. Like, you side with the people emotionally, but you do understand Eren's side of this much more. This death is everywhere, and you can't risk any more dying. Still hasn't woken up. Interesting. So yeah, there's a lot of work he needs to do to match the female Titan's capabilities. She was able to just spring right back up after being devoured. Oh no. Oh great. Abnormals again? You went back. You went back with the body. Don't be a lesson. Please don't have them die. Please don't be a lesson. Are they gonna be treated as traitors? What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do?
We can't put up much of a fight out here.
You're gonna leave them.
Best option now is to continue to the wall.
You're gonna leave them. What's gonna happen here? Are you gonna have this whole missing in action? The body's down. Oh, and someone's dying there. This is the lesson. Yep, you went back so people will die now. Oh, you've endangered everyone. There's definitely going to be punishments for doing this.
Ground's too flat to engage ODM gear. And not only that, we'll soon be outnumbered.
Are they all abnormal? They all look weird.
And what do you suggest we do, genius?
Come on, Armin, think of something.
The only thing we can.
No. That's it. And, yep, it's dead. Oh, is Armin going to, like, sacrifice the dead bodies? And this is a fun lesson for everyone. Mikasa, she got him. Good, so Mikasa saved him. Yay. You still alive in there? Yep. Okay, so the body's still lost. Your other friend is dead, and it's your fault.
You've got to jettison the extra weight. Dump the bodies.
They do.
But sir!
It's the logical, cold decision. You have to do it to save everyone. There's no point in risking your lives to do this. This is the easiest solution to keep everyone safe. It's sad, it's disrespectful for the bodies, but it is the right decision. I love this show. It's so dark, but it needs to be done.
There's no other way!
It's not worth risking your lives over, and that's what makes it so sad. Do they care about the dead? Please tell me they care. Please tell me this works. Tell me you're not just dumping the dead bodies for nothing. Does it not care? They're just crushing them. You can't have respect for the dead in this world. Oh, is that Petra? Oh, Levi. This is killing him. Surely. He must be losing his mind over all of this. So it lost the dead weight, and so it wasn't for nothing. It may not have distracted the Titan. The Titan didn't go for and kill and eat the dead bodies, but it let them be fast enough to get away.
We head out the moment our positions are confirmed.
Minor course correction to the east should work.
What are they going to do to this guy? What are they going to do? They're going to punish him. I feel like that might be happening, but would there be leniency?
Captain,
It'd be interesting if Levi has emotion over this. His actions cause him to ditch the bodies of his squad mates.
We can't always carry our fallen comrades home, but
Isn't it
we
good?
carry their memory.
It's an example to set. This guy went back for the body of his dead friend while Levi had to.
This was Ivan's.
We were amazing. During all of that, you managed to get the badge. I mean, either that or he took it from someone else. He was looking at one of his scouts. It wasn't Ivan's. It wasn't Ivan's. He was was it Petra's? I feel like it was Petra's. I might be losing it. He was looking at the dead bodies, obviously, of his scout mates. I think he took Petra's and he gave it to him to give him some solace, which just seems more insane. That feels more insane than Levi managing to rip the badge off Ivan's body during that whole thing. He took Petra's to keep for himself and then gave it to that guy to give him some comfort. That's insane.
You should let the Scout Regiment thing go.
Seriously? Why does everybody think they're a joke?
You're in the past. Okay, what are we doing? Is he dreaming again? I can calm down now. We know nothing bad happens here. I don't need to worry about Titans showing up. This is good.
I want a good view!
It's kind of just sweet seeing like the childness and carefree nature of everything. This is good. I'm happy now. It's gonna be full of death, isn't it? Scouts are turning. Yep. And Eren saw all of this and still wanted to join the Scouts, which is nuts. I mean, we saw it to begin with in like the first couple episodes, but it never really hit home like this. We've now seen the death and destruction that comes with being the Scouts.
Taxes go toward keeping those bastards fat and happy, right?
And Eren fights. So what he sees is the Scouts basically come back nearly dead, and he hears people talking about them this way. This is what motivates him. The disrespect. He sees people fighting for freedom, and just how people talk about them fuels his rage. He's just like a walking, it's just so full of rage. Is that something that can be dealt with? Because it's kind of the fuel that keeps him going for everything, but it's clearly a bad thing. Because that was anger at humanity and how they treated the Scouts. That's not good. Stay angry at the Titans. Fine. Don't be angry at humanity.
You need rest.
Where's the female Titan?
She got away from us.
She stopped coming after you. That's what...
She was.
She ate you, but it's Levi and Mikasa managed to take her down, right? But no, it was just Levi. You can trust people. This is a good lesson, but he wasn't conscious for it.
Did you have to step in and save me again? Is that it?
No, it was Levi. He won't take it as well as the last one because he wasn't conscious for it. Humanity saved him, but he was not aware of it. That was so Petrus. He took it from Petrus' body. He did not have time to get Irvin's body and rip that off. That was Petra's when he was like looking over his dead friends. And there's special emphasis on Petra herself.
I don't get it. They were all piss and vinegar this morning. They're already back?
This was only one day. They've still got to try and convince that Eren needs to be able to live. Oh, there's so much still left to do.
Our tax is hard at work, ladies and gentlemen.
And now he hears them talking about himself. And now he has a whole new understanding of it all.
Eren, ignore it.
He knows the lives that were lost. He's gonna say something. Oh, he still sees someone idolizing him. Does he see that in a different way? Because that means that kid could go off and die.
They're still ready to go! You gotta be made of nails to ride with these guys. They're unstoppable!
Hearing that, what's that gonna do for him? Is that gonna be like, encouraging, or is that just that guy's gonna go off and die? Or is it just gonna break him? There's so much going on in this episode. Everyone feels so broken. This is their first mission.
Excuse me, Captain Levi. Good evening. Yes, I'm Petra's father, sir.
Oh.
I received this letter from her somewhat recent. Apparently, you handpicked her yourself.
No.
In fact, it sounds like she's utterly devoted to you in every way.
No. We haven't seen his face yet. I don't want to see Levi's face.
I know that fathers can have trouble letting go, but still, I can't help but feel she's far too young to be
He can't. This is a different expression we've seen from him. It's still cold, but he's trying to hold back every emotion.
Was it worth it? Was it really worth it?
Oh, and his is colder. No emotion whatsoever. Levi, he looks scarred. Irvin, it's like he's just trying to keep a straight face. He can't say anything.
That what little public favor they still held was all but crushed.
Great, so they now have no public favor whatsoever. Oh my. This episode is just destroying me.
Within hours of their return, Erwin and the battle-weary survivors were called to the capital.
Of course, they got to answer for the people lost and...
was summarily revoked.
Revoked! Oh, great. This has destroyed me, okay? This has destroyed me more than just seeing the Scouts die. Like, seeing it is one thing. The aftermath is so much worse. Like, Levi's expression. I love his character so much. He feels so emotionless, but the amount that they're doing with like his facial expressions, his like body language, everything, it shows how much is actually going on inside. Him talking, not even talking, to Petra's father, that's crushing. The look on his face. I love how you can see that is different to Irvin's, because of course it's all drawn, and it's drawn in a similar style. It's like darkness around their eyes. It's very similar, but you can see that Levi, his pupils, that's where it is. His pupils are shrunk. It's like fearful. He doesn't want to say anything. Because I feel like if he does, he'll break. Now I'm gonna I don't know, I feel like I'm going crazy. It's the badge thing. There was so much emphasis on Petra. I think Levi, because we had a scene where he was like looking over the scouts' bodies. I think he took Petra's badge to keep for himself, and then he gave it to the guy who went back for another body to say that it was Irvin's. It was a lie to give him some comfort. It's breaking me just how amazing Levi is and how selfless he is in that sense. Where he's able to give something that would give him some solace to someone else and lie about it for them, to give up that little comfort that he had. He now doesn't have anything from Petra, if that is the case. I mean, it could be that he simply was able to go and slash that off the cloak of the guy that was dropped from a horse while two Titans were attacking, but it makes more sense to me that during the calm and quiet of just collecting the bodies, he was able to take Petra's badge and gave it over in that moment. It feels more powerful than him just going off, being awesome, and being able to grip a badge from a dead body like that during an attack. I just don't know what to do with this episode. So much of it is just heartbreaking and like just, oh, it feels so heavy. Just thinking, all right, go to the lighter things. Female Titan didn't come after them and was crying. it was emoting, so that's just brilliant. So now we know that the female Titan's body is capable of tears. It actually has tear ducts, which is interesting. I wouldn't have thought that that would be the case. It doesn't have vocal cords. We know it can't really speak. It screams. It's able to harden its body. The biology seems very much purposeful for the Titan forms. It can cry. That is haunting to me. Why is it able to do that? Why does it need to show emotion? Why? It's very concerning. It's so concerning. But she left. She didn't come after him. That's nuts. I think my guess would be she knows that she wasn't a match for Levi. That's what I have to assume. All of her fights happened away from Levi. When Levi was taunting her, that's when she screamed for death. That's when she got away. And that's when she knew that the scouts weren't next to Levi. She knows that she can't take him, so she realizes that when she loses Eren, there's no chance. Levi has Eren, they're back together, the mission that she had is over. That was it. And maybe there's some repercussions for her actions with whatever the plan is or whoever she's working with, but the tears are just frightening. Or maybe it's to do with like her power, thinking that she's so powerful and then just being taken down in basically an instant by one human dude. That could be something. I don't know, but I guess we're just waiting to find out why she was crying. But it sends a shiver down my spine that we get to see that human emotion from her in that form. And then the rest of this episode just serves as a beautiful and heartbreaking lesson of what the scouts are and how they need to be cold and logical. Emotion doesn't work and they will never have the support of the people. The aftermath of this is insane. Everyone is dead. Everyone is suffering from it. They've lost Eren, and his custody will now probably be disputed again. His custody has been revoked. This mission, the whole point, I feel like I can almost forget the purpose of this mission because of how much happened. The purpose of it was to scout. It was just to see if Eren could control his form and get to Shiganshina and just see how well that would go. They came back the same day after losing basically everyone. So from an outsider's perspective, looking into this, they're meant to have this super weapon that can just save everyone. They come back with everyone nearly dead and losing like a substantial amount. So Eren's power doesn't hold that much weight anymore. They now realize that, okay, you may have this Titan thing with you, but look what good it did you. So now their case to keep him and keep him alive is going to be so much more difficult, and they somehow need to prove that a female Titan exists and is the cause of all this. Because I can imagine the military police just saying that Eren did this. I can imagine them putting blame on Eren because it's the easy thing to do. Now, we have 3 episodes left. I don't know what they're going to do. It's all about the fate of Eren. That's what this season is for. It's just to establish what his fate is and what his status in this society is. Can he still be with the scouts? Is there going to be any... We saw how hard they fought to keep him. There's 3 episodes left, and they've got to try and figure out how to make it, I guess, what his position is cemented in 3 episodes. Is it going to be disputed, and is that going to be his overall status from now on, or is there going to be some twist that allows him to stay with the scouts and that be cemented for the rest of the show? I don't know, but I'm very scared at this point. This basically upended everything in this episode. It feels like we're right back to when Eren was on trial. That's where we're at. This whole thing was a massive failure. We do learn about characters. We get them developed. That's what this does. But in progression, it's just huge and overwhelming failure. We had a victory over on Tross. That feels like it's undone again. It just feels so hopeless now. The enemy feels more intelligent. They have grown. They have developed. Whereas the humans, they just keep losing. And even after their loss, the aftermath just continues to crush you even more. I love this show. It is just insane. Like, even without, I just love this episode. This might be one of my favorites so far. Barely, not a huge amount of action. The action was with Levi right at the start. The best bit is just focusing on the characters and their humanity and then dealing with the death of all these people. And it makes Levi's character amazing. I'm just going to choose to believe that was Petra's badge. I'm going to choose to believe that because it just makes his character that much more heartbreaking. And I just love the contrast of him. We don't get to see his emotions. He's always cold and stern and logical. Seeing this, where he's not talking to anyone and he's just bottling up all of it inside, just feels so powerful, while also being self-destructive, of course. But it just shows there's so much going on inside him, and it just makes him so interesting. To begin, I feel confident just saying this might be my favorite episode so far. And it sounds weird, because this show feels so action-packed, so intense, but this one was so depressing and heartbreaking, just dealing with the aftermath of all the death. And that's what makes it my favorite. The detail it goes into, and just how it presents it in so many different ways, makes this episode amazing to me. Eren dealing with just the scouts' sort of publicity and how people see them all, and also blaming himself for the deaths. Levi, like, especially because his whole thing with Petra just seems absolutely insane. He's already such a cool character, right? Through his actions, through, I guess, just him being cold and stern and emotionless. He's cool. He's just awesome in general. This makes it even better. Like just getting a glimpse of what's actually going on beneath the surface. I'm so certain at this point that the badge that he gave to the guy who was grieving for Ivan was Petra's badge. Because it would be such an easy thing to lie about because all the badges are the same. And it's about giving him comfort, but it makes Levi's character incredible. There was a scene where basically he was looking over the bodies and there was focus on Petra's badge. This is where I'm going with. There was focus on the badge, he took it then. Then you had the whole fallout of this guy grieving, going back for the body that they determined was unsalvageable, and then bringing Titans to attack them. The body was lost, it fell off the horse. And Levi, I don't think ever left his horse. Yes, he fell back a bit, but no one attacked the Titans, apart from people that, Mikasa and the one guy, they were the only ones that attacked. One guy got killed, so it's a good lesson to not do that sort of thing. But then Levi was able to give the badge over to the grieving dude and basically say that it was Ivan's. It wasn't. It would be cool if he was able to do that. It makes him seem insane. To go over, join the attack, to go to the dead body, rip that off and give it to him for some comfort. Sure, nice. But it makes so much more sense for it to be Petra's, and it makes it so much more powerful, the fact that Levi kept that for himself to give him some solace and then decided to give that up to help someone else. It makes him so incredibly selfless in that sense. It feels like he's just unable to grieve. And like, are we gonna see a moment where he is able to grieve and maybe just cry over the fact that these people died? This gotta be destroying him internally. Like literally, he also broke an ankle during this, right? There was emphasis on him landing wrong to save Mikasa after she went for the nape, and it focused on his ankle landing bad. He broke it or twisted it or something. There's bad things happening there. Yet he's still going, he's walking. The amount of stuff he is suppressing, both physical and emotional pain. The character is insane. I want so much more from him. There's so many candidates for my favorite character. It feels like there's no one that's really I dislike. It's just all a competition for who my favorite could be. Eren as a protagonist, who's already amazing. Mikasa, I love her, but I want to see her developed. That's what's keeping her from being my favorite because, of course, her just capabilities are awesome. Jean is very close from just being amazing and just how much development he's been given. Armin, his development and just improvement from going from so scared, thinking he's worthless, to actually being so incredibly competent is awesome. Levi, now with the emotional complexity and just how much he's suppressing, is just amazing. I can't figure out who my favorite's going to be. I can't put a finger on it. It's like all of them just equally are sort of at the top of my list. But yeah, so focusing on Mikasa, I still think that she's in the regressed phase. I think the focus of her in this episode probably is just her relationship with Eren, and if it is love, is it sibling, what's going on there? I think everyone else clearly sees it as love. That's what they call what she has for him. It happened back in the Battle of Trost. They said, go save your boyfriend or your lover, or stuff like that. But what the audience sees is their childhood friends, and it feels deeper than that. They grew up in the same house, they're siblings. That's what it felt like. But I think Mikasa's perspective is conflict. She's not outright saying that no, she doesn't feel that way. She's trying to get something out, showing that it's complicated. She has feelings. She wants to protect and save Eren. Everyone sees it as love. She is conflicted over it. Eren, I don't think feels anything. What does he feel for Mikasa? They really haven't done anything with that. It's just hatred and rage that he feels for Titans, but he doesn't feel anything else. Mikasa has complicated feelings for Eren, and I feel like it's blurring the lines of sibling versus romance, and it's her trying to understand what her feelings actually are for him. And it's fine either way, because they're adopted siblings. It's fine, it works, and it just shows the emotional and sort of romantic complexity of their relationship. People can see that they do have a good connection, and Mikasa has a strong attachment to Eren, but that's what her development is. It's not just her becoming an individual and growing out of this thing. It's about her figuring out what those feelings actually are. That's what her story is. I'm kind of glad that I figured that out now, because it feels kind of late. I feel like that should have been obvious after the Trost, because that's when it was first brought up. Now it's been brought back again. That's what her development is. It's her figuring out what her feelings towards Eren are and actually understanding what this relationship is. Does he feel like a sibling to her? Is it more romantic than that? And that's all for Mikasa to figure out and then maybe sort of confess it to Eren. That is what her story is in this season. On to Eren then. I think it's becoming more, the lessons he's learning from this, it's not good. The development he's getting, it feels like he's going to go into a very bad spot. What he got from the scouts dying was he can't depend on people. He can't depend on the scouts, he can't trust them because the threat is so overwhelming, yet he also has the power of the enemy. So just use that. Why bother trusting in humanity when he should be able to just defeat them anyway? The best way I think I can describe it in my head is that you have these scouts, power level 1. He's 10 times or 100 times that powerful. Why bother trusting in low-level people to protect him when he should be able to easily protect himself and others? That's what he's doing. The lesson was nearly there to trust others because that was working, but then they all died. And he's realizing that he should just do it himself. But the lesson ended in a different way. He failed. And in that instance, he learns that his rage isn't enough to give him a victory. So I think the lesson still sticks, that he cannot trust people, he can only trust in himself, but also his rage isn't enough. I think in his mind, he's thinking he needs to get good at being a Titan, and that's all that will count. That's all that he'll need. He won't need people. He will just need to be good as a Titan, and that is what will save people. That's what will allow him to kill a bunch of Titans. That's it. It's not good for him because it just shows that he almost could forget humanity slightly because he's dealing with being a human and being a monster. And right now it feels like he's tilting more towards the monster side of things because that's just more powerful and that can get him what he wants. That sides with his rage. I do like the more human-focused side of this where he's seeing the scouts come back because we've got two things. The flashback where he's seeing people just hate the scouts saying, oh, our taxes are going towards them just to go and die. He's seeing that and now it's about him as well. It's all coming back, but then he sees a kid idolize them. It's sweet, it's nice. But in turn, that means that kid relates to Eren. It's basically a mini Eren and what he was experiencing as a kid. And I'm trying to figure out what that does for him. Because it's easy to just assume that makes him hate some parts of humanity, or at least hates their sort of idea of how they view the scouts. It's not gonna make him feel good, and now it's about him as well. So that's not a good thing for him to feel, but then he's seeing the kid. Either that will keep moving him forward and encourage him, knowing there are people still that idolize him, or idolize the scouts and what they're doing and their mission. They believe in what they're doing. But also it could be the idea that this kid's gonna end up joining the scouts and then die just like all the other people that Eren has just seen die. I don't know which one he's thinking at the minute. He could probably thinking both, because I think this whole show is about conflict and the complexity of humanity. It would not surprise me if he's feeling both, and that's why he's so conflicted and just fueling the rage. When you have conflict inside characters, it is never a good thing. It doesn't fuel growth, it fuels sort of bad things. Rage, you get angry, you get confused, you don't know what to think or feel, it makes you make bad decisions. That's what Eren is currently experiencing here. He's trying to figure out whether or not he can trust humanity. Should he just rely on himself? He gets back after everyone's died and he's lost so much and he's mourning and grieving over them all. The first thing he hears from people is that they're a waste of time. They shouldn't have gone. They're just wasting their money. That's it. It's not about the death or just the humanity of it all. It's just money to them. That their whole mission is pointless. Then he hears a kid saying how great they are, how brave they are. So it's just adding to the conflict in his head, which will just add confusion, thinking, oh, good things, bad things, which will just fuel the rage that he feels. And that rage feels like it's going to evolve to not just be about Titans, but also about humanity and how they treat Eren and the scouts and what he cares about. The female Titan, I can't believe that this episode managed to make me more afraid of her. She's emoting, she cried. That's put me so much more on edge. Because it's one thing to be as capable as she is. That's terrifying in its own way. She cried. We saw her fling people around like a yo-yo. She stomped people to death. She's just obliterated so many people. She cried here. She had a smile on her face when she was doing all the other things, yet she cried here. That is horrifying to me. Why? Why cry here? Why not when you're killing a bunch of people? Why was this bit your breaking point? You had fun with everything before, because I'm trying to figure out the reason for it. Obviously it's because she lost Eren. That's the reason. Levi is too much of a match for her. He's too good. She can't beat Levi. Fair enough. That's why she can't continue. Great. But because of her failing, she's crying. So whatever plan's in place, it wasn't a time-sensitive thing because she was allowed to just have fun. She swung someone around like a yo-yo. That took time. She did not make a straight beeline for Eren. There were other things that she did that took up some time. So the urgency of whatever mission she's on clearly isn't that super important because she was allowed to do some other things. Kill other people. It was not just capture Eren at all costs. There was more leniency to it. She still cried because she failed, so there was an important need for Eren. It almost feels like the mission that she was given was like, okay, you can kill whatever humanity people you want, but we need Eren. Get him back or bad things will happen to you. That feels like what the mission is for her. Because it's the crying, it's the emoting. Clearly there was an importance to this and that will negatively affect her because she lost Eren. Either that or maybe Eren just being back means that maybe they can expose something about her, because I want to know, she got away. Is there any way they can expose who it is? I think it's Annie. If they run into Annie, maybe they can talk to her about stuff. Maybe they can figure out where she's been. That could expose her in some way. But I don't know. It feels like if she wants to get away right now, she could easily. It doesn't feel like there's anything specifically tying the Titan to Annie other than just what the audience can gather. It doesn't feel like our characters wouldn't make that connection yet. The aftermath in this episode, though, is just insane, and it's why this episode might be my favorite so far. It just goes into such great detail of humanity and how they're all grieving. You see so many different aspects of it all. Jean and Armin feel like such a good duo after how they're processing it. Jean just thinking like, am I gonna be next? Like that's all he can think about. Armin basically saying, don't obsess over it. I've been there, it's not a good thing. They can relate and they can help each other there. It's awesome, I love that duo. Connie and Sasha also, I feel like that's kind of a nice duo as well. They don't feel as focused or prominent as the others we see, but it's really good to see that Sasha is the more positive one out of the two. Connie, we haven't gotten a lot on, but now we're seeing he's now in the same spot as Jean currently is, seeing death everywhere, wondering when it's gonna be his turn. Sasha, on the other hand, has had so many life or death experiences now. 2, sure, is not that many, but it's still quite a bit. She failed during the Tross arc. She needed to be saved by Annie and Mikasa. Then she also nearly died from the abnormal that was chasing her like a really weird spider thing. So she's nearly died twice, and she still made it out alive. And I'm so happy that she's having a more positive reaction to that than I would have expected. I would have assumed that she would just feel useless and that she would feel like she can't do anything, and that would be a development point for her, but it's nice that she's able to come out of it with a positive perspective and actually see that she lived. She experienced those things, but she got out alive. It now allows for Armin and both Sasha to have a more positive approach to this all and to encourage other people to keep going. Levi and his reaction to everything is just soul crushing. Literally, Petra's father comes and talks to him and he doesn't stop talking. Levi's face is just so bad. Like the emotion you can see from it, it's the eyes. Because it's the same like shadow over his face that Eren has, but the two expressions are different. For Levi, it's just, I feel like it's shock. He doesn't know what to say and he can't say anything. It's just like, it's just shutting down, basically. He can't say a word. And it's because of how painful it would be. That's the eyes that give that away. It's like the fear of like, if he says something, he can't. Eren, on the other hand, he's cold and his eyes are just normal. It's like, it's stern. His face is like stone. He's not allowing himself to say anything because he knows that the actions aren't going to be good. There aren't super personal sort of things going on for him. For Levi, it was his squad. There's personal stuff going on there. For Eren, he's more distant from it, so he can stay stone cold faced without emotion creeping in. Levi, it's so intrinsically emotional, and that's why he's so afraid to say something, because the responses will be different. For Eren, he'll be able to give a logical and appropriate response to this calamity, but it won't look good, but he'll be able to deal with it. Levi, I don't think he could deal with just getting the emotional stuff out. I don't think he can, because also saying it to the family also makes it more real for him. Because right now I feel like he's pushing it down, definitely. He's suppressing every single thing. Physical pain of his leg injury, and then also the emotional pain of just losing everyone. He is suppressing that to a huge extent. If he starts talking about it, it makes it real and it comes up to the surface and he can no longer suppress it. Then he has to process it. And I'm kind of scared to see what that will be like for him. He doesn't feel like a person that would process things well. He suppresses everything for the sake of a mission. He is a soldier. Emotion is not part of that. What's it going to look like when he finally has to start moving forward? As for what's next, Eren is now, his position is up in the air again. This mission was an overwhelming failure. That's what it's going to be looking like. Of course, the audience and we can see that there were some successes. We learned about the female Titan. They got out alive. That's all good. That's great. But to everyone else, they're going to see it as complete failure. A female Titan existing, I feel like is going to give people pause. I don't know if everyone's going to believe it. There's going to be some doubt. And I imagine a lot of the blame is going to be placed on Eren. They're going to see this as a failure. Literally, no matter what, Eren's going to be looked at as the fault. They did this mission because of him. That means everyone died because of him. That's the logic that people are going to go with. They would not have gone on this mission if it wasn't for Eren and what he can do. They're going to see him being alive just as an intrinsic threat. So it's going to be very difficult to deal with the aftermath of this, because they had a good sort of argument to him staying there. Levi was there, he beat him up, showed that he was no threat. That was something. But now they've seen that everyone just died, so what good does that do then? Because it might be all well and good that they can control Eren, but clearly they cannot control the threats outside. Eren was not a match for the threats outside the walls, so what point is there anymore? Why keep this half-human, half-Titan thing inside the walls when he clearly isn't a benefit to you? That's the argument they have to now try and beat, and I don't know how they're going to do it. Because yeah, we're getting so close to the final now. I'm assuming we're going to get just bigger and bigger things. This feels like maybe the last calm thing we get, just dealing with the aftermath, but I do hope that going forward in the next 3 episodes, we do see some more of the emotional stuff continue. I want to see how Levi's really going to process everything. I want to see what sort of his end goal of this is going to be. But also I imagine big things are still going to come. We're not done yet. We're getting to the final. It's going to start exploding soon. Overall, I think after saying all this, I'm happily going to say this episode was my favorite so far. It was just brilliant. I loved every single second of it. The action, the focus on Levi, all of it was just so good. I feel like this sets Eren's story in a different direction where his rage feels like it's bleeding into just all-encompassing, not just focused on Titans, but also a little bit on humanity. I like what it does for Mikasa's story, just fully allowing it to show off that her story isn't just about her finding her own identity, being independent, it's about her trying to figure out what her feelings are towards Eren. That's what her development is. Does she see him as a sibling? Does she love him in a different way? What is going on there? That is the thing that will allow her to grow beyond what she is currently. She needs to figure that out, and then she can grow into a different person. That's why she couldn't progress past Tross, because she was still dealing with that. She didn't know, she didn't understand. It was probably the first time someone actually confronted her in that way, saying, go save your boyfriend. That's the first time she realized, oh wait, is that what I'm feeling? Oh no, I've grown up with him. Like, that's what's going on in her head. And that's what she needs to figure out, and then when she's figured it out, she can grow as a person. And then the female Titan, it cried, and I don't know what to do with that information. It scares me. It scares me a lot. I can't wait to see what's next for the coming up for the final. It feels like they're gonna do so much. We've already had so many crazy things happen in this show. I don't know what they're gonna be able to do for the final episodes. I'm just scared at this point. There's been so many amazing and just shocking moments. The character development has been just beautiful. And I feel like the final's just gonna blow it all away. I'm really not prepared for it. I'm not prepared at all. But I cannot wait to see what they're going to be doing. But yeah, with that said, that has brought me to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought about this episode in the comments. And with that, I will see you in the next one for Season 1, Episode 23. See ya!